Hi beautiful people, you're welcome back again to my channel. My name as always is Arlette. The name of this channel is Yabs. So in today's video you can see I have balloons here. Take a while, guess what I'm going to talk about. Today we are delving a bit into pop culture. Yes, we're trying something new this year. There's one Pop the Balloon show I never miss an episode of. Even if it takes me days, I make sure I watch it. And that's the only one I watch. Yes, and I'm going to share with you why I watch this particular show. Now, the only Pop the Balloon show I watch is the one hosted by Arlette. Yes, now you'd ask, why is this one the only one I watch? Because there's so many Pop the Balloon shows from all around the world. And I'm going to share with you why. Now, before I even started watching Arlette's one, I'd seen snippets of random Pop the Balloon shows from Nigeria, Chicago, other parts of the US, etc. And it was a bit ratchet. It was a bit ghetto. You know, when they say ghetto, ghetto. It was a bit ghetto. It was too ghetto for me. I was like, what's that? What's up? I can watch that. So yeah, I saw so many snippets on the internet, on Instagram, you know, and then I was like, are these people just producing a show or actually here to find love? The way they were dressed, the way they were speaking, and some were very condescending towards the women who showed up on the show. So from those snippets, I just closed my mind. I had this preconceived notion of Pop the Balloon shows, and I never made an effort to watch them. But you know how YouTube pushes videos to you. I used to see Arlette's video of my recommendations on YouTube. I saw it once, twice, 3 times. Like the same video will be pushed to me. I'd see it. I just, of course, skip it. And so I didn't start watching her episodes until the 3rd episode, because I saw it, and then I see the videos, and then I'll see 1 million views after what? When she had just started, after like 2 weeks, I'm seeing 1 million views, 1.5 million views. I'm like, if people are watching, then there's something in there that can be watched. So I started watching from episode 3 or 4. And when I started to watch it, I was like, okay, I see. And ever since then, that is the only Pop the Balloon show that I watched. Dr. Elo's one was also around the first few ones I'd started watching. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So Arlette is Congolese, but she was born and raised in the US, and she's married. They have a toddler. I think you'd see their wedding videos, everything on YouTube. And one of the reasons why I watched the show is, first of all, she's classy. Yes, she is classy. She's classy. She's well spoken. She speaks good English. She's not ratchet. She's not doing too much. And it's very toned down, mature, and of course, some of the contestants are not mature. I'm speaking about Arlette. Arlette is very mature. She knows how to ask questions. She really has very peak journalism skills, I would say. Like, she's able to ask the right questions, able to get more answers from people, and the way she goes around the show, it's very beautiful. The intro, like the montage to the show, the little video that plays at the beginning, you know, so where it shows the people who are going to be on the show, shows them walking, sometimes in slow-mo, coming in, and then in between you see Arlette maybe throwing her mic, and then you see her whole outfit, and then the show begins. It has a very nice white background, and it's red balloons. Now I digress, but I like Arlette also because I think she's a good example for a host of the show. So it's a show to find love, and of course I like to be on a show whose producer basically is an example of what I'm looking for on the show. So she's married to her musician husband. Of course, he does so many other things, but he's been on the show every now and then. And I think it's pretty much a model show. It's not hosted haphazardly where people just come to downgrade people, insult people, and you can see people are just there for popularity in most of these other shows. Of course, you can see elements of that in Arlette's show, but she controls the show. She's classy, she's pretty, she's well-spoken. She's a nice lady. I like how she carries herself. Her clothes are decent. Oh, yes. I know. I just like her so much. She's cool. She's calm. She's collected. So that's just about it for Arlette. Now, the other thing that I really like about the show is the fact that they use red balloons. Like, you don't see red, yellow, green, like children's party balloons. No, you see red balloons. But like, you know, red in modern times, red is associated with love, with Valentine's and everything. And it's also gives some commonality. How do I perceive it? Like, it keeps it organized, because you don't see someone holding a red balloon, a pink balloon, an indigo balloon, a white balloon, a blue black balloon. No, it's just red balloons that everybody holds. And if you find someone you're not interested in, of course you pop the balloon. So it gives it some kind of controlled. It's nice, the color, the white background and then the red balloon standing out. You know exactly what is happening even without saying. So that's one of the things that I like about the show. The another thing I like about the show is she's able to put people on the spot. Like sometimes somebody will just come in and then somebody will pop the balloon and she's able to ask, why did you pop the balloon? She's like, oh, he's not my type. When he says, oh, he's not my type, some people can just brush it off because, okay, he's not my type, next. But she'll ask you, why is he not your type? And then some people, that's when you see the foolishness. Pardon me to say. But that's where you see some of the not so savvy answers being, oh, he's not my type because of the size of his shoe. He's not my type because of his teeth. Or he's not my type because of his color of jewelry or something. And so you can see, like, she asked provoking questions that would give the finder of love answers and also show what the one who is on the other side wants. And sometimes you can see that, okay, some people really don't know what they want, because some of the answers I've seen on the show are crazy. So she's able to ask the difficult questions that people may not ask, and then she gets answers. And of course, sometimes she hears some of the answers and you can see the reaction on her face. Her reactions are so genuine. She can just like and she just looks like, I'm like, Arlette, you caused this. But she's able to ask questions that you can follow up on and then get an idea of what's going on. So I really like that about her. She doesn't shy away from asking questions that would get more answers. And she's also throwing back the questions to the one who asked the question to also answer, for the girls to also have a few of what they want. Of course, it's a panel. Usually it's a panel of just women, and then there are men who come in and out to just judge. And then sometimes there's also a panel of men, and then there are women who do what, come in, come out to judge. I really enjoy the sessions where the women are the panel. No, I enjoy the sessions where the men are the panel, where the women just come in, because most of the time you would find matches with the men on the panel. But I've watched at least 1 or 2 episodes where the whole panel of women did not find love because of the way he was dressed, or the way he was looking, or the way he interacted more with one woman compared to the other, or because of so many silly reasons, honestly. So, and one of the things I like most about the show is also the fact that she follows through after the couples have matched on the show. So usually after the couples match on the show, maybe they can go on a date or they can hang out, whatever. But after the show, she has separate interviews with a couple. Sometimes they are joining virtually. Sometimes one person may join virtually from another location. Actually, it's usually a virtual show, but sometimes, you see them in 2 different locations. Sometimes you see them together, and yeah, it's interesting that she follows through, asks what happened. Are they still together? Did they break up? Or, what happened? Did they continue finding more for themselves, or it just ended after the show? Why? And all of that. And there's some shows that when the couples match, I'm like, this ain't gonna last. And it doesn't last. And there's some you see and you're like, oh, this is such a cute couple, they're going to last. And it doesn't last. So I think it's, people have preconceived ideas about what love is, and then when they see it in another way, they think that is not it. But love can come wrapped up in a different way until you unwrap it and you see, this is exactly what I want. So love may show up in a way you think is not what you want, but you just have to be patient, unravel it, and you see that, oh, this is exactly what I want or more. But of course, there's limited opportunity to get to know somebody right there on the spot with cameras and lights blaring in your faces. And some people are also intimidated, some people are scared of crowd, etc. So they may not be their best selves during the show, but that may also hinder their progress. Also, the show is in 3 parts. So the first part, if no one pops the balloon, you would have to pop. Exactly. So you also have to just pop it based on appearance. So that I can't judge them too much, because you just have to judge based on your first impressions without even speaking to them. So some people will just pop based off of what they see, which I don't blame them so much on. But this show really proves so much that sometimes people actually don't know what they want, or people claim they want something, but that's actually not what they want. And also people are so superficial, judgmental, are not ready to put in a little bit of work to make things work, or are not ready to give in their 100%. They just want to give in their 50, and then the other person puts in their 50. But what you don't know is that when you put in your 50 and the other person puts in their 50, what happens to the 50-50 left on either side? Exactly. You should both be bringing in your 100. It's 100 here, 100 here. There's no outliers. There's no differences. It's just 100 plus 100. But you put in half of it, half in, half out. The other person is half in, half out. It ain't gonna last. So yeah, it showed me so many things that are preconceived, twisted about love that needs to be corrected. But overall, I really like the show. That's the only Pop the Balloon show I watch, and that's the only show I'm going to be watching for a while. And so many people watch it. It's also tapered towards the black population. The men coming on the show are blacks. The women are black. So it's something I can also relate to because obviously I'm a black woman, a beautiful one at that. So it's just something I like to enjoy, just laugh about, talk about after the show, and just it's just nice. So Arlette, you're doing a good job. Just keep it up. I really, really enjoyed the show. So this is pretty much it. I may just continue and pop all these balloons after the show, but if you want a balloon, you can come for it. They have just so many balloons over here. But that's just by the way. I know this is just a turnaround from the usual kind of videos I do, but in 2025, I'd like to explore more on pop culture, what's happening in the world, what's happening outside Hungary, just anything fun and more. So this is just one of it. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment, share, subscribe. If there's anything I have missed, just put it in the comment section. Let's vibe, let's discuss, let's figure things out on our own. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, kindly leave a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, it's you may even find love in my comment section.